Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 26th to October 2nd. This is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I use a traditional Celtic cross spread for your reading, but I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. And the reason I do this, Scorpio, is because I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Now, this week, huge. All right, Scorpio, it's really big because, first of all, it's a good week. And we're happy about that because there's a lot of beautiful trends. Now, if you're a subscriber, you know I leave all the key astrological dates in my description. Secondly, we're entering Libra. We're full in Libra season. We kicked off the week with that new moon in Libra. Sun is in Libra, and Venus is going into Libra. Venus in its domicile in Libra. We love that. All right, so that's going to be there for a few weeks. For you, all of this is in your 12th house. All right, so listen, the 12th house is pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie. It is the subconscious, unconscious, the house of secrets, hidden enemies. There's a lot that goes on in the 12th house, but I know a lot of people are always a little afraid of that, but it's actually really good. There's a lot of especially with Mercury in retrograde, when we're already like reassessing things anyway. I'm already getting the message that some of y'all have possibly run into people from the past that came back into your life in some way or another. And if not, it will happen soon. So, oh, speaking of which, oh my goodness, the last thing I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, this is the last week that Mercury is retrograde, October 2nd. It goes direct, okay? So I'm happy about that. I hope you are too. It really has had an impact on me for sure. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Scorpio. See what's going on for you for September 26th to October 2nd. All right. So again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. I want to thank, by the way, I want to thank, if you're a subscriber, for all your kind messages. I was so shocked to see all those messages that came through. I am recovering from COVID, and it hit me really hard. Can you believe I went 2.5 years in New York City without getting COVID, and then boom, out of nowhere, like a freight truck, like oh my gosh, hit me really hard, and I finally have my voice back, so I'm happy about that. It was one of those like severe, like it was not good. I lost my voice for about 4 days. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. And Scorpios, I love y'all, and you know that. And I say that every reading. My Scorpios, I love you all. I love y'all all. My little intense Scorpios. All right, so let's see. This week for October 26th to... I keep saying October 26th. That's the brain fog that I'm still going through. September 26th to October 2nd. Now, it looks like... Boom. I love it. You got the 10 of Cups, all right? So, listen. Happy family, happy life, happy home. We love the 10 of Cups, all right? Now, listen, this came up in your past area. So, you could have had this moment, all right? And it could have been a very wonderful moment in the past few weeks where everything just felt really good, all right? Everything just felt really, really good. Even like down to like physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I mean, look at the cups in the rainbow. First of all, the only rainbow in tarot indicating a promising future. Secondly, the cups arranged over their heads, spiritual enlightenment. All right, now here's the thing. For some Scorpios, I want you to really think about that too. All right, that happiness is, how pure is that? All right, I know that's a really deep question right now, but I am getting the message that sometimes when we feel that everything is just so good and we're so happy, are we? You know what I mean? Like, are we really happy? All right, it's like I don't know. I mean, like, it's almost like, think about someone who is You know, he's someone who's vegan and eating well and eating right and going to the gym and has brunch with his friends all the time. And but then like inside, it's just there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean? Like that's and I'm not saying this is for all Scorpios, but there may be some Scorpios out there who may feel like everything feels great. Everything is almost like perfect, but why am I not happy? Do you know what I mean? Like I want you to think about that. If that resonates with you, all right, Scorpio, I just want you to think about that because it is a message that came through. Now, you did get the Two of Wands. Interestingly, I haven't seen the two of Wands for a while. All right, I do all these readings and it hasn't come up this week. This is very interesting. So listen. Take this time to just continue to plan whatever you're working on, all right, especially at work, especially at home. Don't rush into anything right now, all right. It might feel, especially, look at this, you got the Eight of Wands too, but you got the Eight of Wands in your challenge area, and so this is why I'm telling you not to rush into anything. First, remember that I said Mercury is still retrograde. This is the last week, okay? So I don't want you to make any big decisions. I don't want you to sign any contracts. I don't want you to agree to anything right now. I want you to continue just planning, all right? I think that's going to serve you well. Now, you also, with the Eight of Wands in your challenge area, it does feel like things may be moving a little too slow for you. It may feel like you may even be losing a little bit of passion around the things that you want. I think that you need to just wait a little bit, all right? Especially this week. Don't jump the gun. Don't pull the trigger on whatever if there's a project or a contract, or is that the right phrase? I don't know. But I think that you know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. But listen, yeah, let's just wait a bit, all right? Don't just wait a bit this week. If there's something that comes up and they're just like, we need your signature on this, or we need your thoughts on this, no, just keep planning this week, all right? Keep planning. That's what this is saying, all right? You also got the Four of Cups. Now, let's put a little bit... you got the Four of Cups in your crown, all right? So it looks like there may... This is going back to what I'm saying about for some Scorpios, like, are you truly happy, okay? Because, listen, you did get the Four of Cups in your crown. And so when the Four of Cups shows up in your crown, this is low level energy, all right? You see that he has 3 full cups, the universe offering another cup. However, look at his response. Look at his reaction. He is arms crossed, crossing off his heart. He is not very grateful, okay? Maybe even a little bored. Maybe, clearly not satisfied, right? And so here's the thing. 4 is all about order. It's all about stability. It's all about having structure. This is coming up in your crown. So there is something where it feels like there's something missing, all right? I want you to figure out what that is, especially, again, because this is coming up in the crown. So it's kind of like what you're thinking about. I feel like there's something that... again, it's the message I'm getting is some Scorpios, are you happy with what you have? Okay. But with that said, if you do get something that comes through and it is something that is not exactly what you want, I don't want you to have the reaction with, your arms crossed and you're just like, really? Do you know what I mean? I don't want you to have that reaction because at the end of the day, I mean, I can talk about the laws of attraction all night long. I talk way too much though. So all I'm going to say, gratitude is really important, all right? And it's this gratitude that helps bring our energy levels up. And I've said this in another reading. I think I said it in the last reading. Sometimes, listen, emotions are our biggest weapons. Emotions are our biggest powers, okay? It's why we're not robots. And, the only reason I'm bringing that up is because of these 2 placements. And so I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what's going to make you happy, what's going to elevate your frequency, all right? I want you to know that, you know, emotions are neutral. It's the actions that we take that put those emotions in motion, all right? So think about that a little bit this week. Think about what's going to make you happy, but also just be really grateful for what you have. Just always be grateful no matter what. You know, let's say like you get a job offer or you go on a date with someone that you've been chatting with on Tinder for a long time, right? But the job offer doesn't match the salary that you want, or the person that you go on the date with isn't exactly the most exciting person. Don't be that person that's just like, ugh, whatever. Have a different reaction. I mean, just I'm very grateful for having this opportunity. I'm very grateful for this even coming through in my life. I'm very aware of the fact that some people in this world don't even get opportunities. I'm very grateful for all that I have. While this is not what I'm looking for right now, I know, you know, something better is going to come along the way. All right, you see the difference in reactions. Like I just want you to be aware of that. And one thing that I do, and I think I said this in your last reading too, a really fun tip, and I used to have this in my phone. You know, in your phone you can do the little reminders. I used to do one reminder where I would give a compliment a day. All right, and so after this reading, if it helps, Scorpio, give somebody a compliment. All right, if you know, text a friend, text your parents, or you know, email somebody that you work with, or even if you're watching this video at, you know, the Whole Foods or wherever, you know, tell the cashier you like their hair, or you know, their shirt. Just it does so much, because not only does it make you feel good, it makes them feel good, and then they're in a good mood for the rest of the day, and then they compliment someone, and it's this chain reaction, right, that you started of all this positive energy. All right, Scorpio. So it really is, you know, down to a karmic level, what goes around comes around. But at the same time, I just really want you to know that you don't have to rush into anything right now. And if you're not getting what you're receiving, it will come. All right. Now, you also got the Chariot in the root of your spread. I cannot believe I'm like, what am I? Oh gosh, 12 minutes into this. Sorry, I know I talk way too much, Scorpio. All right. So you did get the Chariot in the root of your spread. So it looks like deep down inside, you're ready. All right. You're ready, 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 ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. Okay. And I love the Chariot. All right. Ruled by Cancer. But listen, I want you to know that no matter what path comes up, all right, Scorpio, no matter what path comes up, you're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You see the two the Sphinxes here, all right? They're going opposite directions, but it doesn't matter. Again, you're in control, all right? And it's what you want anyway, all right? I think that you want two different opportunities. And remember that Mars is in Gemini, okay? Mars is in Gemini in your 8th house of endings, okay? That's basically your house of endings and even sex and lovers, right? So yeah, there could be a decision there between lovers, choosing between two lovers, or choosing the life that you want with the lover that you have. All right. So in any case, one last thing I'm going to point out, just because I want you to know this, is that you see in his hand, he's not even holding the reins. He's holding the magician's baton. All right, that started with the first card in the Major Arcana. All right, so this is you having that power to manifest, all right, and moving toward that and going through any obstacle. This is all about self-determination and having that willpower, all right? Now, in your future, you did get the 3 of Pentacles, all right? I love this for you. It looks like you'll be working with some people, all right? Teamwork makes the dream work, and, you know, collaborative energy here, all right, in your future, okay? I'm getting the message, some Scorpios already know this. You already know that's part of the thing. That's part of this whole planning thing anyway. Some may have been sitting on the fence about working with, it could be a new job or a new partnership that you're entering, or even like a completely new company, right? But it is in your future, and this collaboration leads to your success, all right? So it's important to remember that, all right? And let's talk about bonding for a second. I want you to have that. I really do. I think it's going to be, bonding. Not only does it raise our oxytocin levels, right? Even if it's, working with people that you're friends with, just even having a hug, it does so much. But it's something that is just human nature, all right? And so I want you to be a little bit more collaborative anyway, all right, Scorpio? Promise me you'll do that, all right? I want you to get out of your head a little bit, and I want you to be with other people, and I want you to work with them, all right? Let's do that, please. Well, you don't even have to. I mean, it's in your future, so it's gonna happen anyway. So be receptive to it, okay, Scorpio? Now, let's get to your staff because I'm very curious. If you like this reading, it would be so great if you like and subscribe. I really need to think of another word than subscribe because it's literally the only word out of the entire dictionary that I cannot say. Subscribe. But yeah, you know what I mean. All right. And, if you are a subscriber, thank you for being here with me every week. You really make my day. Now, Scorpio, listen, I have really good news for you, okay? I have great news for you, and I'm very happy for you. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Listen, you got the Queen of Wands, okay? And so, secretly, it looks like, there is a point where some of the things that we want, all right? Going back to this Four of Cups, all about that order and that gratitude, right? It looks like deep down inside, you really, really, really just want something, all right? And now I need you to figure out what it is. Remember, I said from the very beginning for some Scorpios, what is it that's going to make you happy? Well, I think you're going to find out, all right? Because you did get the Queen of Wands, all right? She is very popular. She's the most popular queen, all right? I don't know. Who was the most popular queen in history? Was it Queen Elizabeth or was it Queen... I don't know my queens, but anyway, she's whoever was the most popular, this is her. All right? The other thing about the Queen of Wands, she has the power to attract whatever she wants. Okay? Listen. Queen of Wands, all that passion, all those ideas, really work related, career related, enterprise related, but your passions, or I think about work. Work is so important because it gives us a sense of purpose, all right? There's not one person in this world that does not work in some capacity, all right? It's even if it's not even monetizing, but do you know what I mean? People have passions. That's what this is. And so I think you're gonna figure that out because hey, hello, you got the sun. You got the sun in your external factors area. Now, I call this the BFY, all right? The big fat yes. Now, listen, there is no card that is, when it comes to optimism, when it comes to promise, when it comes to abundance, when it comes to all of that, there's no card stronger than this. The sun is the most powerful symbol, not only in tarot, in the world, all right? In the world, you, me, our families, our siblings, our partners, the billions of people on this planet, we're all alive because of the sun. Hey, guess what? Earth exists because of the sun. That's how powerful the sun is. And it's in your external factors area. So, listen, you have a lot of greatness coming. I'm so happy for you, Scorpio. I really am. It looks like you are in a place where I'm not surprised you got the Four of Swords, okay? It looks like you do want to have a little bit of, let's just say stillness of mind, okay? We can call this a card of meditation. We can call this a card of healing. We can call it the card of recovering, from something that could have happened in the past that was, maybe traumatizing or, impacted your mental health. But at the end of the day, it really is just stilling the mind, all right? Especially with so much happening here. There's so much happening here. And take that break when you need it, all right? There's nothing more important than your mental health. Nothing more important than that, all right? So, I love that you got that. Now, hey, come on, Scorpio. This should make your day. You got the Ace of Pentacles in your final outcome. All right? The Ace out of the Minor Arcana ushers in the most new change, the most new possibilities and opportunities. Pentacles, all about money, all about wealth. Something is coming through big time for you. All right? Something's coming through, whether it is a new job or, a new revenue source, income. There's something coming through big time. It could even possibly be, especially with Mars and Gemini in your 8th house, you could even get some sort of lump sum in terms of like inheritance, or there could be a bonus coming your way. There could be some big commission if you work in sales. But wow, there's some money's coming through. That's your final outcome. You're good. Just remember what I said earlier. Find out what makes you really happy and go for it, because you did get the Queen of Wands and you got the Sun. All right. I love this for you. Be prepared to collaborate with other people. All right. And again, just don't feel rushed about anything. Okay. It's okay to just take your time right now for this week. Now, Scorpio, I literally talk way too much. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to my channel, it would be great if you like and subscribe and and if you are a subber, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.